everybody, welcome to my channel, Rosie Cooks. I'm making pumpkin chocolate chip cookies. I've got this recipe on Pinterest and I'm following it to a T other than the amount of chocolate chips added. The recipe says 8 ounces, I'm adding the whole bag, which is 11 ounces. And they really came out good. They're thick, they're chewy, they're spongy, you know. I really like them. So stay with me and I'll show you how I did it. And these are all the ingredients that you're going to need for your pumpkin chocolate chip cookies. I separated them, so it's really easy. You have pumpkin puree. This is sugar, oil, vanilla, and 1 egg. Right here you have milk and baking soda. You're going to mix those together and then you're going to add them. This is how the recipe says. You're going to add them back to your wet ingredients. And these are your dry ingredients. This is flour. This is cinnamon, baking powder, and salt. And of course you have your chocolate chips back here. So we're going to put it all together according to the recipe. Okay, so now we're going to get started with our cookies. So I've got everything lined out right here. Should go really easy. Okay, I'm going to start. I'm going to put my pumpkin puree. I found this recipe on Pinterest, so I'm just going to follow it to the letter. Okay, adding my sugar, my oil, and my vanilla, and my egg. Just going to mix this up. These are my wet ingredients. As per the recipe, you get your milk and this is baking soda, and you mix it together. And then you add that to your wet ingredients. That's per the recipe. Now we're just going to mix all this up, and this is our wet ingredients. Okay, now I'm just going to set that to the side and start on my dry ingredients. Okay, so now we're doing our dry ingredients. This is the 2 cups of flour. You have your cinnamon. This is the baking powder and the salt. Going to mix all this together. Now I'm just going to start adding all my dry ingredients to my wet ingredients and mix. These are the rest of my dry ingredients. So everything is all mixed up. So now I'm going to add my chocolate chips. Now I'm just adding the whole bag. The recipe actually only calls for 1 cup. The bag is 11 ounces. That's just a little bit more chocolate chips than the actual recipe says. Can't hurt. So I have my cookie scooper. And I'm going to start putting my cookies down. Okay, these are my cookies. I have a little bit of extra dough left over, so it makes quite a few. I have a preheated 350-degree oven waiting, and I'm going to pop these in, and I'll let you know how long it takes. And here's my cookies. They're fresh out of the oven. I've let them cool for about 5 minutes. Now I'm just going to go ahead and transfer them. I ended up cooking them in a 350-degree oven for 15 minutes. All ovens are going to vary, so you can go ahead and just try to judge it. I can't wait to taste one. Oh, they look so good. Here's my cookie. Oh, they look so good. Okay. They're fluffy, they're real like chewy. It really came out good. It's a good recipe. I like them when they're really soft and chewy. It's a good recipe, and I got it off of Pinterest. Okay. This is Rosie Cooks. Thank you so much for watching my video. Thank you for joining me on my channel. Please subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Really good.